Hey guys, it's Crystal here with Art It Out, and I am doing a use it up video, but instead of a page, what we're going to do is we're going to take this wonderful, humongous, flowish journal, and we're going to take hopefully a good sections of it and make up a journal for our use it ups. So, I have been using my Diane Lakely, but I'm hoping that one's finished by the time you all see this video. So I just got done doing a use it up video using items in this. I'll put that up in the iCard if you're curious. It was a great page. I loved it. And as I was going through looking for pieces for it, I was like, this thing's huge. And that's my darn clock over there, guys. So, well, I was looking for pieces for that. I was like, I have got to make a journal. Let's make a journal out of these pieces, and that can be used for my use them ups. That's my thoughts on it. So, what do we need if you're new and you've never made a journal? What are the things you're going to need for your journal? We're going to need to figure out what we're going to do for the cover, okay, and pages. I don't worry about pockets in my art journals because I'm going to put this out here. I like making tags here and there. I do like doing ATCs, but tags and bibbity bobs and things like that, they're fun to make, but me personally, I don't use them a lot because I don't journal. I art journal. I art my feelings away. So I don't use a lot of those items. So I don't usually put in my art journals pockets. I don't see the point of it. So, and I know I'm not the only one out there that likes doing them, making those type of things, but they just sit there because we don't use them. I don't. And I can say I'm comfortable saying that now. This one was from Andrea. We did this like way back, a couple years now. And I've actually used quite a bit of this stuff in here. I need to figure out what size I want to go with. I really do. I like this size, the size of these. So I'm thinking about taking this and making it. The thing, if I use this cover as the cover for it, because I love it. I just love the look of that. What's the back look like? It's fun too, but I really like that. But I'm not making this size of one. I was thinking about taking this, which is how big? How big are we? This is almost 12 inches. Yeah, you can see Bentley's ran off with all my little ones by like 12 by 10. What, babe? Go watch your num-nums. But I really like this. But if I fold it in half, I just love that. Yes, I know you want a piece of tape. You are okay. I really, really, really like that. I could do any of those for it. And you're probably thinking, well, how are you going to do that we're going to be taking apart most of this and then putting it back together, truth be told. So, I'm debating. Because see, if I use this, it's actually not stuck very well. I've had to. I'm going to be folding it in half. So you're going to lose some of that coolness. But what is it going to do with me just sitting there? This is where I think every person out there has we're going to do it. Because let me say this. If I don't, she sent this to me to use every single piece of it. And if I don't use it, it's just going to sit there. I'm not going to use it for anything. So, I think that will be our cover. So we're going to have to take this apart. I actually just did this. I fixed this on there because it was coming apart. So, I'm Let me grab this. There we go. And that is what, I know some of you, I heard some of you go, no! That is what a Flowish journal is, guys. It is a journal. I'm just going to fold that under for it don't stick to that. It is a journal to be used, okay? You use the goodies in it. These are things I didn't use this last time. The whole thing is supposed to be meant for you to be able to use, even the covers if that's what you want. So we're gonna go with, I love that too. She did a beautiful job, and I need to put that card. She sent me even journals. I've got so much stuff. If I never bought anything again, which I really don't buy things like this, I buy. I mean, look at all these. Beautiful, beautiful. If I buy stuff, it's usually like mark making stuff, paint, marker, or I don't do too many markers. But things like that. I rarely do I ever buy anything like this. So we got our cover. I'm going to put this, hopefully. We're just going to add it on here. So I'm trying to keep it together as much as I can. I'm going to grab some duct tape. If I don't have any over here already, I'd be surprised. No, I don't. What are you doing, Belly? No. Please. Okay. Please. What do you want? A piece of tape. You need a piece of tape? I need the polka dot. Polka dot? Okay, I know what you want. The days of my life, guys. Polka dot. Okay, polka dot. Here we go. Come here. You need to leave your chair and quit moving it around. You're going to break something. There you go. So, as I was saying, I'm going to try to keep, it together. The front and back covers anyways. If you've ever thought about doing a flow journal swap with somebody, I highly recommend it because you get stuff, you guys can share your goodies. Don't think this is what it needs to look like. Like I said, she and me did a personal one, and she had fun with it. So, alright, so we got a cover. Let me see. Just love it. Love it. We'll figure that out. So I'm going to set that aside, but that tells me what my paper kind of needs to be, because I might end up, I'm going to end up probably having to cut it, because we're going to make it like this. This is how our journal is going to be, like this. Okay. So what I'll do is end up cutting it, and we'll put a spine and whatnot. So, but this tells me about what size of papers I need. Oh. Shark, quit. So now we're going to pull out papers for it. And these will be what we're going to be using that will be our pages. I don't know how else to say that. So I know I'm going to be using a lot of this. She's got this in here, and I love, but she has tons of, she used her pockets, which is fun in itself. But these, look, I got a couple papers. Paper. So we're going to take that out. I'm going to start making a pile over here. Of course, I'm going to take that out because that's already, how goody is that? I'm okay putting some of this in. It'll probably be shorter, but we'll figure it out. If it has a little bit of extra on it, I'll take that off later. What, honey? I put more num-nums on, didn't I? What's that? She sent me lots of this. But I'm not going to use it as it's so thin and shiny. I'm kind of don't. But I love this. This will be great. Great piece there. So, there's a great, nice piece. So I'm going to have some smaller pages in there. There'll be a couple pages. I don't know how much I'm going to put in. This is great, and I just, we're going to use some of this up. And I think any of these flyers you guys get, if you're on vacation, or you get in the mail, or you signed up for them. They're cardstock. You put a little, you put some gesso over them, and they're wonderful to use. It's nice to buy journals. Heck, I sell journals, some of my homemade ones. But I enjoy making them, and I sell them to be able to afford to art, because otherwise I can't afford to art. So, why I went there, I don't know. I love from her these, but we're taking away most of the pockets. How many we got here? I think she's got one more in the back. Doesn't have a lot in. I really like this. So we're going to have to probably make one of these, the guitar pages, page for pockets, because I'm taking away all the pockets. But I'm okay with that, because she said, make you a couple journals out of this. And I am. Okay. I love this paper. She just spoiled me. I mean, I tell you guys, she sent some fantastic, all this, with these wonderful little, oh, they're perforated. Cool. There are going to be some smaller ones in it, but that's okay. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to use those or not. Because we'll put them in there and we'll see. Kind of going, la, la, la. There we got a little, there we go. Pocket. I could probably put some more of this stuff in that pocket. I'm trying to get. Try to shove it in there. There we go. So, that's a good background. Paper. How many we got going on here? I don't want to take out too much and then not use it. We got another pocket. See if I can shove some stuff in there. Actually, I love this material she's got using that for, but I'm not gonna take it because I'm running out of pockets. This is another great piece. She's got goodies on. I think I'm gonna take that one. I'm not gonna use. So let's take this like this, and we're gonna get my. I'm gonna kind of show you too how to make a few. If you're making one, you can kind of, if you've ever wanted to make one, you can kind of see kind of how like hers is set up. But as you can see, everything is what? I can use everything. I can even use this. So I'm gonna staple, staple, staple. And we're going to use that for, hopefully, this. Goodness. That won't work, no. But I think all these little goodies will. So there we go. Good enough. I'm okay with that. She sent this, and I just don't know what to do with it. She's gave me several pieces like this. I love that. This side, I don't know. I think maybe I could use some of that in there. It's so big and heavy, so we'll try. We'll try. Let me put her and that in there. There we go. Nice pink piece. I'm trying not to use everything she sent me, even though she would probably get a giggle if I did. But I'm keeping notes. How many pages do I have? Ooh, I like that. That's nice. It's thick. See, she just said it. One or two pieces. Ooh, that's one piece. I got. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm loving it. Loving it. We're gonna leave that in there to use this for pieces. We've got stuff going on. I'm trying to see what this was, and it's folded and papers. I'm going to use another one of those. I will use. Okay. This is another one that's big, white. I'm going to leave that one in there for a different. Alright guys, I didn't count. I wanted to show you this because I'm showing this for y'all for the new ones. I will put one together, a journal. So this is going to be basically my cover, right? I will cut it in half and we're going to do something with that, but this is pretty much the size. So I just have it off to the side. I'm tearing my pages to lay straight. These will end up being folded. So I am just going through and sizing them. I'm not, I just want to go with it, you know, I don't want to take 8 hours measuring and cutting. So like this, okay, this one, when it opens up, it's going to be like this, okay? So when you do things like this, see how close, when you put it in here and you go to sew it, these will get stuck, okay? So what you're going to have to do is cut these down just a smidge for it doesn't get stuck right there. You can use scissors, whatever you want to use. I will use my cutter over here if we can get it out. Normally, so you're basically putting together your pages, your signatures, whatever you want to call them. Literally, you just need to take off maybe, take off like a fourth. You don't need a lot, half, whatever. But what you're doing is making it for when we glue it in there, it won't get stuck there, okay?
It's a Lego.
It's a Lego.
It's a Lego.
Okay. I'm probably going to need it. Okay. So there you go. Now if you're a precise person, you know, more power to you. Measure and cut and fold and do all that makes you happy. But for me, I like the rougher edge. I like it to not be, when I'm making a journal, I think the more, I don't want to say not done because they're done, the more pages that are wonky, the cooler it looks. If that makes any sense. This is not how my pages will be. I am going to actually, that page will go in there. Once I fold over and do that, I will start with the signatures. But right now, I'm just getting the papers to the right. That's going to be a little big, and I'm okay with that. No big deal. That was going to need to be cut down or folded. So, thinking probably folded. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, that's one. That's 13. Okay, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, that'll probably be good for this. When I first started making journals, I made them way too big. It was kind of I just kept going and going and going because I enjoyed putting so much in it. Well, I've learned, because I art in them, they get big and fat. So, I would I wouldn't go any more than 30. No more than 30 pages, single sheets. And that's on the high end, guys. That really is the high end. So, but it's your journal. If you want a thinner or fatter journal, then go with that. I'm gonna go with whatever I got in here and go from there. So, this one is really thin paper, so I'm thinking that'll be 1 page instead of 2. So I'm gonna actually glue that. What was it, honey? Alright guys, I am going to have to get that because whomever it is isn't taking no for an answer. Alright guys, I thought it was recording and it wasn't. So what we did from there is we took all those papers we pulled out and we just folded them in half. And then I stuck, like I said, I usually stick with about 15 sheets, and then means you got 30 pages, which if you double that, because you got that's 60 pages. Well, I got 6, I think is what's in this, is the signatures. Okay? Which I'm cool with. So, you fold them over, doesn't matter how you want to do them. Big, small, big, all over, whatever makes you happy. Then I took my cover and I cut it in half, okay? Now I'm going to decide here. I don't have it perfect, and I'm okay with that. I'm debating which way I want to put it though. Thinking like this. I don't know why, but I like it like that. So, alright, so I cut this piece of the paper, kind of varnishy. It's really thick, so I think that'd be a good backing. I'm not worried about what it looks like because I'm going to end up covering it up in the end with some of the beautiful material I got sent to me. So if I do it like that, you really need to decide. So this way we could use a pocket, but I don't really need a pocket. They don't like that. I really like it like that. It's different. Yeah, we're going to go with that way. Pull it off, kind of upside down, and I'm okay with that. So, what you're going to need? Well, you need your turn that off. Whatever you're using. And you're going to need duct tape, okay, guys? Now you can see mine's not quite the size of these, but it is long enough for my signatures, and that's all that matters. In the world of me, anyways. Now you can use black tape, color tape, whatever tape you want to use, okay? How we're going to do this. I'm going to show you how I do it. Makes it a little bit easier for me, anyways. You're going to need your duct tape. Now, there are all kinds of ways to do this, guys. You do not have to do it the way I'm doing it at all. This is just the way I've learned for this type is quicker. So, I'm going to put this down about halfway. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take this part and we're going to put it right next to it. Try to keep it centered, just like that. Okay. And then you can go up. I always go over, that way you can bring them up. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. That's the start of it. You're going to do that on both sides. And then you're going to put some down the middle. Okay. It's better to have reason why I use duct tape, and I'll actually put it all over this, is because duct tape, if it's name brand duct tape, I don't know, I can't vouch for all the tape that are like this. I'm talking about the name brand duct tape. Hold on, give me a second, guys. That it's self-healing. So when you puncture it, when you start to sew your signatures in, it's going to go right back to where it was. So it's going to self-heal, and you're not going to get as many holes and things or any problems like that. I've been doing this with mine. In fact, even if I do it a different way than this, like I said, I have several ways I do my backings. Even if I do it a different way, I always put down a piece of duct tape down the middle of my spine, no matter what I'm doing, because it is self-healing. I know that it will be in good hands. Okay, I'm a little off on that, but that's okay. So now I'm going to put a piece down the middle, front and back. Like I said, I'm actually going to cover the spine up, so I'm not too worried about what it looks like. And then I'm going to put one here, and finish that. So I'm going to cover that up, okay? Alright, guys, for this next part. Now, as you see, I left a little bit there, no biggie. You okay? No biggie. Now, what you're going to need is, you're going to get a piece. I just took this off the scraps that I took off my signatures. For the length, this is going to be your template, okay? Now, you can go through and mark these singly, pick your holes, and then go through and you can do that. I did that in the very beginning. Well, let me tell you, my hands got tired of that. So I do it a little bit to save time. So decide which signature is going to be in your middle, okay? I'm going to go with this one. You're going to need some paper clips. Let's get this, and you're going to want to do it nice and tight. To make those stick together. Okay, you can put 4. I usually just do the 2. Okay, simple, easy peasy, right? All right. Now, I'm going to take, since I can't really see where my edge is, I'm having issues here. I'm going to mark a little bit of white here in the corner. You don't have to do this. It's just for I know where the sides are. Because this is my middle, so I'm going to go right in the middle of this. Okay? Now, you need to pop holes in your signature. Okay? Now, as you can see, I have an old telephone book. And I keep it and I use it for this. It's a nice cradling right here. And I don't have to worry about punching holes in my tables, which let me tell you I did a lot of when I first started. So it takes the pokies good. Alright, so here we go. But I really don't like doing it except in the middle. There we go. Okay, so we have it in the middle. Now, if you want, you can measure them. Go right out. Go right ahead. This is an all AWL. I got this one at Walmart. I think I spent $3 on it. So, like I said, if you want, go ahead, measure. I'm not. I'm going to go 1 there. And I used to do 5 stitches. I don't anymore. I kind of just stick with the 3. Unless I have a lot of little papers, then I go with the 5. But all of these are pretty much the same size. So, I'm okay doing the 3, they call it a pamphlet stitch, I think is what they call it. So there you go. Here's your template. Now, mark which one's the top. Because if you get it upside down, your signatures could be a little up. One could be a little down. Doesn't bother me, but a lot of people it does. So there's your first signature. We got your holes, okay? Now, what you need to do, you can go through and poke all those at once, or you can go through and just do one at a time. I've been doing one at a time for a while. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, that's what I've been doing lately. No other reason than that. So, I'm going to put my book down again. And here we go. I have my marks. You can see where the creases are for my covers. So I want to go in the middle. Once again, you can measure if that's your forte. It's not mine. So I'm going to eye it, poke a hole, and poke a hole. Now, I'm going to move that. And I'm going to come through and kind of, because it is self-healing, and I think that's why I started doing them one at a time. Because by the time I poked all the holes, these would already be healed up. So then I'd have to poke them again. Yeah. So. Now, needle. This is a bookbinding, a long needle. I don't even think it's a bookbinding needle. The one I ended up getting was something else. I can't remember. But, long skinny needle. Use whatever string you want. Some use baker's twine. I use this as a nylon-y, it's for heavy stuff. I got ones like for like blue jeans, that type of string, vinyl-y, yeah. So here we go. Get your doodaddy good. I'm having a brain fart. You can go either in or out. If you want to do danglies, you can do it. Make sure you do it on the outside. It doesn't matter. But I go from starting the end to this. Okay. And then you pull it through. It's a really easy way to do. Now, if you're like me and you have a tendency to pull them through, get you a little bulldog clip or something and clip the tails, and then it'll stop before it can go through. Little tip there. Alright, now you're going to go up top, put it through the hole. Put it through the hole. Put it through the hole. Okay. And we got stuff going everywhere here right now. Why is that not there? We got stuck on there. We just got all kinds of little problems going on right now. Alright, so keep it to the side. So I have that to the side. And you're going to go through here again. Right through the same hole if you can. Pull it taut. And go to your bottom. The first one is always the easiest. As you get more of them going, you're going to have a more of a problem running out of room. Okay. So now you're going to go through this again. Now you could do it, end it right there if you wanted to, tie it off like that. I do it all the time. But the pure pamphlet stitch is you go right back through your hole. Go like up and under here. So we're at that. And then we go through the hole again. Try to. Your hole's getting a little tight. Okay, now you're going to come up on that side of the string. Okay. Go around. There we go. And you're going to tie that off. That's it, guys. That is how you do that. And however you want to tie it, whatever knot you want to tie it, go for it. Actually got way too much string, but it's okay. I will use it in my art some way or somehow. All right, so that's how you do your signatures. So I'm going to do it again with the other two, okay? Okie dokie, guys. So I got the 3 signatures sewn in. They're going to look like this. So they're all ready for me to start work in. Now, if you make your own journal, whether it be an art journal, well, an art journal. If you're going to make an art journal, because this is going to be an art journal. I'm going to put art in it. You're going to want, when you go to use a page, you're going to want to put a piece of tape here. Okay? Either some of your fun washi tape or whatever. Okay? Because if you don't, whatever medium you're going to use is going to seep into the rest of the pages. Now, some people don't, that doesn't bother them. It bothers me if it's something I've already did and I love it and then it seeps into it. So I always put a little piece of tape when I go to do my art. I don't do it beforehand because that's just me. I don't want to prep that much. And your middle, you would want to put a piece of tape here. If you're giving this like away to a friend, I would suggest putting a piece of tape down the middle. Actually, I'll show you what I mean. Let me cut these strings a little bit more smaller. And then we're going to decorate it a little bit. One thing I got with this clothes she gave me, Andrea gave me, was a beautiful, it was just so gorgeous. Gorgeous. Little hanging charms off of it. I loved it. I looked at it every day. I touched it every day because my bookshelf's over there where I walk by and I have all my journals over there. Well, Mr. Bentley decided he liked it too, and he got a hold of it and completely took it apart. I saved the pieces, but I have to put it back together. Alright guys, sorry about that. My oldest stopped by to pick up my younger son to help him in his fiance move. So anywho, so yes, put tape down the middle. Especially if you're giving it away, Um, I don't do the sides until I actually use it. So, if you recall, we had this piece on there. It was like on this side. I had to rip it off, so I'm going to go ahead. I know I said don't worry about pockets, but since I have these pieces already, and I love this look, it's silly not to use it, right? I'm not the most steady of hands here with this hot glue gun. Kind of crappy, actually. But anywho. So there you go. Ooh, hot. I will trim up that side that's hanging. It's no big deal. I know a lot of people don't like working with hot glue guns because they say they get burnt a lot. I don't get burnt too much. Nothing that I can't handle anyways. So, okay. I don't like how that's... Trying to see if we can get that to roll in. There we go. Maybe. Oh well, if not. There we go. Anyway, so, as I was saying, on that slow it had a beautiful, awesome danglies. I loved them. They were really, 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 really cool. Well, what happened was Mr. Bentley loved them too, and I was able to sit. He had them for a couple days, I think, before I realized he did. In one of his treasure chests. So, but I put them up, and then he got them again. So I put them in a safe place. Well, guess what? I can't remember where the safe place is for the life of me. So until I do, maybe it's in there. No, it's not. I'll eventually remember, and I'll put it on here on the spine for danglies. But until then, I did pick up. They had this piece in there that I really liked. And she gave me tons of these, so I want to incorporate one of those into my journal right off the bat. Something else I'm going to do on the spine here. Let me find the middle. Here we go. Beautiful. So you see, beep, 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 beep. She sent these. I love them. So I'm going to put them, one purple in the middle and then one on each side of these. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to do exactly, but it'll be close. I want this one right in the middle. I'm hoping there. There we go. Alright, here we go. Like I said, if I get find, it's not if, it's just a matter of when I find the danglies, I will make a new dangly to put on here. So, until then, we'll just have a beautiful, I'm trying to watch how I stick this here. A beautiful, I love this. This is just so pretty. I was like, what am I going to do with that? And then yeah. This one's not going to be quite on top, but I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Right on there. Actually, I think I'm going to take a little piece on each end here because I want to give it that full look, but I don't have quite enough of that green, so we'll put this on there to give it that look. So don't be afraid to add stuff to your spine, to your pages. It's, make it unique, make it yours. For sure. And I cut 4. So I only cut it 3. Nope, there's the fourth. There we go. Very cool. And then that's going to go like that. Awesome. Very, very cool. May have to put some more, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to finish this up. And then I also found in one of my pockets of the journal in some of these, and they're closures. So you put one on each side. So let me do this, and then I'll glue those on, and I'll show you how it is. Alright, guys, this is all she wrote. I tried to use the closure. It didn't work, so I made the piece that was left. And when in doubt, guys, I love using Velcro on these. I'm going to have to glue this better, but see, and you make sure you leave room for it to get fat, and best friggin' closures. I love these, okay? So that's it. I love how it turned out. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait for the next Use It Up to put in here. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, comment, share, all that jazz. Happiness to you. Go make a mess, and of course art it out. Bye guys.